Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is Torn Down the Middle, Chapter 24, and this one is titled Connecting the Dots. Gently he bent his head down and tucked it into your neck, his warm skin pressed against yours. You were in such a state of bliss that you started praying that this hug would never end. This is nice, you mumble stuttered as you turned your head slightly to snuggle into his neck more. It is, he confirmed in his low voice, the vibrations from his words reverberating through you as your breathing became a bit erratic. Your heart had been beating so fast for so long now that your breathing rate was having to spike a bit to keep an adequate amount of oxygen circulating so you wouldn't pass out. Are you okay, Yin? Shoto asked, pulling back from you a bit. Yes, definitely, my body's just spazzing out a bit, but no biggie, you replied with a laugh. Shoto had no idea what you were meaning, but the smile on your face told him that you were okay, so he just smiled softly as he released you from the hug. We best head back, so the rest don't worry about you, he said as he turned and held his hand out to you. You took it, and the two of you walked all the way back to the beach house holding hands. It had been the most perfect ending to the day, and you went to sleep that night with a giant grin on your face. As the afternoon on Sunday drew nearer, you all packed up your things and got ready to head back home. It was going to be school the next day, unfortunately, and none of you were looking forward to the work side of things, but you were definitely excited to be seeing Shoto again so soon. You picked up your bag and headed out of the house, walking down onto the sand to join the others. Bakugou had avoided you and wasn't even looking at you, but right now you were Team Todoroki, so you could have cared less that he wasn't paying you any attention. You were having a good chat to Jiro when you suddenly realised your necklace and ring had gone missing from around your neck. My necklace! You screamed, scaring Jiro with the sudden panic in your voice. When did you have it last? She asked, clicking straight into detective mode. This morning, then, lunch, and then, I don't know, you wailed. Okay, so it could be in the house still, she said calmly. Let's have a look. Just then, Kirishima bounded out of the house. Hey girls, is this anyone's? He asked, holding up your necklace and ring. Yes, oh my god, thank you, Kiri, you yelled with relief. Where was it? In your girls' room. I thought I'd do one last sweep of the house to make sure we hadn't forgotten anything, he said with a big toothy grin. Glad I did. Oh, I'm glad you did too, he said with relief, and took it from his outstretched hand. It's a pretty ring, Yin. Where'd you get it? He asked curiously. Oh, I was given it a long time ago, you said with a smile. Is it a family heirloom thing? He asked. You laughed. Katsuki asked the same thing. No, it was given by someone special. Aw, that's sweet, he said gently. A childhood sweetheart? Yeah, kinda like that, you said with a laugh. I was a flower girl at a wedding. Kirishima's eyes shot wide open. Wait, what? You looked at him, confused by his sudden change. Yeah, and a boy gave it to me, you continued, a knot forming in your stomach. There was something about the way that he responded to you that had you a bit uneasy. Kirishima just stood there. Are you okay? You asked hesitantly. Kirishima shook his head slightly. No, yes. Yes, I'm fine, sorry, he said with an uneasy giggle. Well, I'd better get going, he added with a chuckle and rubbed to the back of the neck. I'll see you at school tomorrow. You watched him go, wondering what all that was about. Then it clicked. No, what if Katsuki remembers the wedding and the ring and he's told Kiri? Oh crap, I haven't even asked Katsuki about this. Bakugou, wait up! Kirishima called out frantically to the blonde, who was just done with this whole stupid weekend thing. What? Bakugou snapped impatiently as Kiri came up beside him. The ring, it's her, she's her, the flower girl, Kiri panted incoherently. The hell? Shitty hair, slow down, what the hell are you saying? She's the girl, she has the ring, Kirishima shouted emphatically. Who's the girl? Yin, she's the flower girl you gave the ring to, she has the ring, Kirishima yelled again as he puffed to get his breath back. What? Not following, Bakugou said with a confused look on his face. Kirishima explained what you'd said and linked it to the story that Bakugou had told him, but Bakugou still wasn't convinced. I don't even remember what she looked like, so it could be just a coincidence. Plus, the flower girl lost the ring, he said with a shrug. Bro, it's not a coincidence, Kiri said, running in front of him to grab Bakugou by the shoulders. I think it's her, and she's found the ring again and has kept it ever since. Bakugou clicked, acting like he dismissed the whole thing, but really the cogs were turning, and he was determined to get to the bottom of this. Old hag, I'm home, Bakugou yelled as he entered the house. I have something to ask you. he called out again as he plopped his bag down and walked into the kitchen to get a drink. Well, I have some fantastic news, Mitsuki yelled back as she walked into the kitchen. Power of attorney has been overthrown. Huh? Bakugou asked with a scowl. You know how we hired a lawyer to try and get the power of attorney title lifted from your auntie who had control of the assets, etc.? She asked. Yeah. Well, we just got news today. It's been approved. She no longer controls the accounts, Mitsuki said with excitement. Which means you don't have to fake a relationship if you don't want to. You can ask him out for real now, she said with a sly grin. As if I would do that, Bakugou snapped angrily, a heavy blush settling across his cheeks. Actually, speaking of Yun, he said, looking away as he fiddled with a glass that he had pulled out of the cupboard. Grandma is her grandma's best friend, right? Would there have been a chance that Yun and I met as kids? Mitsuki thought for a bit. Yeah, I think so. At a wedding, maybe? Bakugou's eyes widened. And there ends chapter 24. Stay tuned for chapter 25 tomorrow.